right. So, where we last left off, let me try to get there. Since Roll20 is completely different now. All right. You guys had made your way through the. And every goddamn thing is different. The Tower of Evocation. You made it up to the top floor. You were able to find the piece of the Codex. You battled some wild magic that spells that had turned into, if not sentient, monstrous forms of themselves, and had a fight against a couple Bigsby alive Bigsby hand spells. And when you descended, you found that the process that keeps the tower warm when there are people in it thawed out the iced over floor of the practice chain lightning court, and there wasn't actually ice. They were giant oozes that had frozen um, to form what you thought was ice. You guys did battle against quite a few of them, defeated them to the cheers of Spectromagon that populated the stands and cheered you on as if it was some kind of sporting event. Um, Currently, you guys are still in. You are found yourself in what was ice when it had departed, left behind a skeleton with mostly almost um, all of its clothes and whatnot, all shredded and eaten away. But you did find a very pristine looking gold ring on one of the hands. Verlaine, having still had her detect magic spell up and running, was clear to let you know that it was a magic ring of some kind.
Oh,
I think we found what we were looking for, didn't we?
sure did.
Huh?
Sure we did.
Yeah, it was quench the flame in thine palm with ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the fifth step. For we first, the second, third, fifth. Still need a fourth, sixth, seventh. Should move along then.
Yep.
Wish we weren't so short on time.
Yep.
How much time do you guys got?
However long it takes for the Frostmaiden to get here.
The barrier is being held by a tribe that we met, and their spell, I think, only lasts, I think at most they said a day,
I think
where
it's
they can
24
keep
hours.
her out. Huh?
I think it was like 24 hours or something.
Yeah. So our time is short. Not much time for rest.
Okay, sounds good. Next tower.
Yep.
Tower it is.
I was already at the door. I think
Oh.
Verlaine's the only one hanging back. I don't know where Filbert is. Unless he's hiding under Cass.
And next to Elaine.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he's behind.
Hurry up, slowpokes. Apparently you don't got much time left.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to move you now since they've now changed everything in Roll20 and given no indication about how any of this is supposed to work. I'm trying to figure out how to move y'all because I thought I did. Oh, fuck. This is so fun. So how do I move characters now?
Oh, there's something. Flip back to the map of the city.
Yeah. Wow, that is a huge step backwards in functionality and ease of use. Congratulations, Roll20. You're going out of business is almost assured. Okay, so you guys were in this
That one.
tower right here.
I'm guessing we should probably come down to this one.
The missed one?
Yeah, it's like some kind of magic tower.
Is this one over here as well?
Yeah, and I'm confused because I swear I did a count like a bunch of times and I still can't figure out where we're missing a tower. Got two,
I don't know.
three.
Maybe it doesn't exist anymore.
That would suck. But it would be par for the course. 5, 6. How many are there supposed to be?
You need
8.
8.
So 1, 2, 3. The grove was 1. 4, 5, 6.
There's way more than 8 towers.
Yeah, but it's the special ones that have the sigils on it. I don't know. I think I got them all. 5, 6. Yeah, it was because I wasn't counting the grove last time, I think.
What grove?
The Golden Grove where we got the branch or whatever.
That's also tied to the first one, the first tower.
It was.
And I don't know where the 8th tower is then.
Well, wouldn't it be the 4th because we just went from 3 to 5.
Yeah. I'm not
just
sure.
counting the sigil towers that I see on the map.
But maybe we should just, talk and walk as we go.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna head to this tower.
Yep.
Okay. It's not too far of a distance. The ever-present glow of blue and purple lighting that has been present ever since you made your way into this necropolis, this dead city, is still present, though it is a bit dimmer as you approach the tower that you see in front of you. You pass in a relatively close proximity to the imposing, huge central spire that projects up out of the center of the city. And you get a pretty good look at it as you're going past. It dwarfs by 10 times any of the other towers that you have already climbed up. It is truly massive. But as you guys begin to make your way towards your selected tower that you see, a strange mist seems to be encompassing and enveloping the tall tower. You do see a purple symbol at the top. It is reminiscent, though, of an eye, and that you can make out through the haze at the top of the tower. It appears to be tracking your movements, following you as you get closer and closer, watching you. You see what appears to be a kind of entryway, very clearly. However, the entire front of this has been kind of obscured and is blocked by rubble.
Is it rubble too big for Kaz to move?
To steal Mercer's line, he could certainly try. It's not one piece, it's a lot of it, many hands. There's just a lot of it. It would take some time, and the party would need to. Nothing is. You don't see anything that's so large that you don't think you can move it at all, but it's going to take a little bit of effort to move it. Is anybody proficient in Arcana other than Villain?
No.
Hold on a second. Lost my character sheet.
Dun dun dun.
I don't think that I am, but I'm checking. Nope. I am not.
Yep, just Elaine. She's the mage that stuck around the longest. She's got good luck. It's almost like her fate in the hands of the god.
Villain kind of in her normal spot near the back of the party. As you guys approach, you can see her kind of squinting up at the tower. Her one eye that actually is still there. The other being still covered by her eye patch, still has that kind of shivering mist-y kind of silvery sheen to it as her detect magic spell is still running. Interesting. That eye, if you look closely, it is actually the arcane symbol for the School of Illusion.
Oh.
In a stylized way that kind of looks a bit like an eye following us there. And I'm definitely getting a strong sense of illusionary magic coming off of the mist. That mist is not natural, but arcane in nature.
The rocks aren't real.
What you mean?
Well, I guess we should be trying to get in his place then.
Everyone
Guess so.
who wants to help, go ahead and roll a strength check, please. Not a strength saving throw. Just a strength check. Come on, what is going on?
I don't know why I was on.
It's okay. I'll just take the first. And Filbert, you're abstaining.
It's literally.
I
on
guess
normal.
I'll help. There we go. That's my effort.
Well, it's very appropriate that the wizard rolled a 3. That's all I'm saying. But Kaz, the beast. And then the small. So, okay. All right. So you guys make short work of it. Good. I'm so glad that I prepped all that and I didn't need to. So you lay into it. Kaz steps up and just starts grabbing the largest boulders that he can find. And he just starts heaving them, tossing them aside like they're nothing. Verlaine is over there, and she's making an effort, but she's picking up baseball-sized rocks one at a time, and kind of carrying them over and putting them in a pile. Very neat pile, but still. Filbert is working smarter, not harder, as you might imagine. You know, he's kicking things out of the way with his feet, prying things up. But the one that surprised you the most is the tiny little Tam Tam is going through him, and actually it looks like almost like she's practicing her martial style of fighting, going through and using her tail and all her feet and her hands, and you just see rocks going flying here and there, in pretty short order. As a party, you're able to clear away the rubble and expose the front door in far shorter time than you might have thought possible. As a DM,
In Thea's defense, she walked up to the rock and thought it was going to be invisible, like not actually corporeal.
yeah.
She was like, "It's illusion, so these are illusionary rocks."
It took her a few minutes because as she tried to push her hand right through the rock, she wound up kind of bruising it and scraping up her hand. So she had to take a few seconds to kind of wrap a piece of rag around it, staunch the bleeding.
Hey, lady, that's not how you clear rocks.
Right.
All right.
So I think I actually rolled a 1.
You probably did, yeah.
No, you rolled a 2.
Okay.
You rolled a 2.
All right, so as you clear away, you see that there was not an actual door, and what you see is just kind of an open archway leading into the interior. That is kind of filled with this mist. It's much thicker, it looks like, inside than even this kind of misty shroud that seems to be in and around the outside of the tower. Looking in, you see nothing but mist.
Should we hold hands?
Can?
I mean, sure.
You
You want to hold my hand, Tam Tam?
Not really, honestly, right, lady? You throw a lot of fire.
Well, I don't think I've got a whole lot of fire left in me, unfortunately. I think it's safe for that account.
I noticed when you didn't explode the room full of enemies like you normally would have.
Been a long time since we rested.
But we took a short one, like not more than an hour ago. Do you need longer than an hour?
I need much longer than that to pray to my God.
That's too long. You should do it faster, so you're always in a rush. So you should learn to pray under an hour and then get all your fire back.
Well, to make it out of here alive, I'll have a conversation with Lupander about that. How about it?
You do that, Bright Lady. So you lead us into the mist, though, since you have fire.
Okay.
Ah, bloody hell. It would have been really nice if they would have. And I can't change it.
Weird. What?
Yeah.
I have to switch from hand to pointer to move my character.
Yeah, because the hand is to move the pan.
I used to be able to stay on hand. I barely ever use pointer.
All right, so I'm just gonna put you guys inside.
Yeah.
I'll read you.
Whoa. It's a stage. Where's Winzira?
Still huddled in her little dome, hoping you guys haven't died yet.
All right, give me 2 seconds. Okay.
There once was a fish named Fudgy.
So the dark room that you enter into is full of mist. As you enter in, you begin to hear panicked voices calling out, echoing from all around the room. Suddenly an explosion sounds from the center of the room, followed by fast heartbeats, then sobbing and ragged, gasping breaths. Suddenly, all of the sounds cease, and the room falls silent. I need everyone in here to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh, geez, Kaz.
Told you I'm great at those.
You roll that, cat. Yes.
Aha.
Wow, I rolled really great on that.
I got a 5.
Go from a 1 to a 3. It's like playing Baldur's Gate in here, man. Never rolled so many 1s before in my entire 20 years of playing D&D as I did playing Baldur's Gate. Crit fail, crit fail, crit fail. All right, so each of you realize as you're hearing all of this, it comes on to you. You feel instant sensations of panic. You almost feel weightless for just a second as you're hearing these sounds, and you realize that you are reliving the memory of what it was like in this room as the city fell. Each of you, unfortunately, it's a pretty high DC. So each of you take some psychic damage from the difficulty of the memory. But you only take 4 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
Except for Villain, who has no heart, so it didn't affect her in the least.
Something scary.
So you can move, guys. Those are blocked out only because there's also, you notice that there are these seats that descend down towards the stage. Those kind of black things, if you move onto them, you should be able to see. Those are actually balconies above as well. Looking down, you can see that there are, like, you know, those kind of balcony boxes up above.
Yeah. Well,
as the sound ceases, I'm not done. As the sound ceases, that the mist that you guys have been kind of closing off most of what you could see, it also starts to fade away. And you see flamboyantly dressed mannequins are lying haphazardly, strewn across the room and all over the floor, as if they had been set up. You realize that as the city fell, they must have just gotten tossed helter skelter. You do see, though, a winding staircase that does lead up further into the tower.
where? Where?
Can't move. And I think it's because I'm half.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to get you off of there. I'm about to take those things off. Let me get rid of those.
See anything in
It
here?
looks like a staircase.
Maybe we should go up the staircase.
Where is the staircase? I don't see any
It's not on the
staircase.
map, but just do it over.
Yeah.
We'll say it's over here.
Okay.
Oh, so we're all just gonna ignore the fact about the screaming and the big booms and just go up the stairs?
It was obviously an illusion.
I have no idea what that is.
Guys, I'm sorry. As you, this isn't the room that you saw. I screwed that up. I put you in the wrong room. So you didn't see you haven't seen the stage area. If you're in kind of a round room at the bottom of the tower, that was kind of just all filled with mist. As you guys walk in, and the mist parts, you see that there are the mannequins all over the floor, just kind of debris from, these what will look like displays, some broken benches. That's all on the main floor. Then there are stairs that a big circular stair that is just to the side of where you came in, and that's where you would come up to this room. So apologies.
What are you talking about, Mick? We saw this room, but it was an illusion. Really, we were in that shitty room, and then we walk up here, and now it's like deja vu because it was all an illusion. You didn't do anything wrong. The illusion tower. Messing with our minds, man. Well, we have proceeded now up here, and so now we're going to, proceed somewhere. Unless there's creepy people on stage.
No,
I mean,
as you guys reach the top of the stairs, you enter into a round room which holds this intimate theater. Plush purple seating arranged in rows face a small stage covered by curtains on the far side of the room. Purple magical lights are illuminating the space.
All right. I'm gonna assume there's no stair over here then.
No, as you approach the stage, though, however, Thea, there is a brief flickering in front of you in the air, and a purple-robed human man with wild colors running through his hair appears before you. He begins to speak in a language that you don't understand, but you now recognize. You've heard it often enough. And Verlaine, approaching down the aisle behind you, you can hear Professor Skint kind of pulling him. You see him, a mage hand pulling him up out of the bag, and you kind of hear in stereo, both coming from the words from this apparition, who doesn't look like a ghost. He looks, as he flickered into being, he looks legitimately like he's there, not transparent or anything, but you hear the translation being spoken from the Professor Orb at the same time, and he begins to kind of mimic the same kind of tone and vocal qualities of the individual, this illusion, mimicking his voice, but in common you can hear him say, "I am High Illusionist Ajamar. This is likely the performance in my little theater. If you are hearing this message, then I did not survive Ythryn's fall. But alas, the show must go on. I am programmed to share information pertaining to the legacy of the Tower of Illusion, under the condition that my dying wish is met. I always aspired to be a great playwright, but my time never came. If you would indulge me, I would ask that you graciously perform a scene for my final work. In my personal quarters you will find the manuscript of the Nether Trolls. If you need costumes, I recommend commissioning them from the Hall of Silk, if it's still standing, of course. Once you are ready to perform the scene, please pull the curtains back, and I invite the audience in to spectate. They are hard to impress, but respond well to creativity."
Oh.
And he kind of
I hope that was.
gestures off to the side, to a kind of little alcove that you can see just to the side of the side of the stage.
Right.
Man, where's Square Zero when you need her?
Right?
Well, go alcove. This way?
To the left of the stage?
He actually kind of indicates for you to towards back to where you guys came.
Okay.
And as you guys look out onto this kind of circular stair where it appeared like there was no more stairs going up, now there is as you guys approach, what looked like stone suddenly becomes transparent. You can see that now it also continues upward to another level.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's head up there, I guess.
So are any of you good at performing?
Yeah.
I'm great at it. There was one time I sang a song about a fish in a tavern.
Yeah, then you get the lead, bright lady. And it's giants, right? That he wanted. So
Yeah.
big man can be the giant because he's big.
I thought he said troll.
Yeah.
Was it troll?
Yeah.
Well, trolls are big too, I think.
Trolls, giants.
They all look the same from down here.
All right. Sorry, I had to check something. All right. So as you guys reach the top of the stairs, you see a door. I'm assuming you guys are going to.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. That foils us at the door. We must leave now. We'll never get
We
past
meet
the door.
again, old foe.
We shall never get past the door. We might as well just give up and leave.
All right. As you open the door, that is unlocked, but it had a horrible guillotine trap. So no. You're all being smartasses. I'm allowed to. Right. So the room at the top of the stairs is noticeably smaller. You can see that you're kind of getting it into the thinner part of the tower. It is dominated by large purple carpet covered in eye symbols in the middle of the room. A robed skeletal corpse lies slumped into a comfortable chair, sitting next to a small table covered in papers. Eclectic hats and outfits lie strewn about the floor. On the far side of the room stands a beautiful mirror.
All right, well, let's see if we can find this play. I'm sure it's in one of these papers here. Professor, can you help? Because I can't read either in these.
You're looking for papers. I'm going to check out this mirror.
All right, so an investigation from both of you, please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm awesome.
Me too.
Yeah, not bad, though.
Well.
Tam Tam and Filbert, you guys doing anything?
I'll look through the clothes, see if there's anything wearable.
Okay. All right, so we'll just go in order. Filbert, anything from you, or you're just kind of relaxing?
If you're saying anything, we can't hear you.
Yeah, Dave, I think you lost your audio.
Hey,
There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just sitting on the chair. I'm not doing anything. I had to
Are you-
move all the
so
Are you,
box.
you're sitting on the corpse on the chair?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
just for giggles though, then, do me a favor, David. Filbert. Roll a medicine check as you kind of curl up on the bones. Um, all right, just because you see that as you the corpse is the bone skeleton is pretty much intact, except for four of the ribs on one side are broken. Actually, more than four. I'll tell you how many. 8 of them. He's got, so one side, his rib looks like 8 of his ribs have been kind of cracked and are broken off. Kaz, the mirror is quite large. It is kind of one of those 3-pane things, almost like, I don't know, not just to kind of use an example in the real world. If you ever gone to go get a suit and they make you stand up on that pedestal, that loud thing, that.
I have not personally, but I've seen it in movies and TV shows.
Yes, it's one. It's a very similar one like that. It's almost floor to ceiling height, and there are magical lights. Looks like ever continual flame spell, casting light outwards at you, which allows you to really kind of get a good view of yourself, looking dapper, and the room behind you. And as you're looking at it, with your nice 17, by the way, very nice roll on that, because you notice suddenly that in the reflection, the room behind you doesn't have a door, but instead has a very large armoire where the door is. Very large, very ornate armoire. You look back and you look over your shoulder and you see there's a door. You look back over and you see all of the people in the room with you there, but you see an armoire there where the door is. Verlaine has been looking just kind of around the room and just kind of taking it all in. She says to you, she sees you looking at the mirror and you're moving your head back and forth, and she says, there's magic to that mirror. It's
Seems
definitely
as
giving
though-
off some side. It's using some sort of illusionary magic.
Yeah, it's showing me an armoire where the door is. I'm gonna try. Like, I'm gonna reach out and kind of touch the mirror, see if it is solid.
Let's just throw a bunch of clothes through the door so they go into the armoire.
Put the skeleton in the closet.
No, he's my buddy.
As you go up to touch it, you see your reflection reaching out as if to touch you, and your hands press against cold glass.
Okay.
Break it.
I smashed. I
Now-
don't understand.
Beyond the fact that it's magical, Master Halfling, it's bad luck just to break a normal mirror. It's 70 years bad luck to break a magic one.
Sounds made up.
maybe it is.
Please don't be bad luck.
That's a lot of years.
Thea, you looking around, it looks like, just by the way that the skeleton was slumped in the chair, and the papers, and parchments on the, it looks like if, very likely he could have been sitting there actually writing at the time. But digging through the papers, you're struck by a couple things. First of all, they don't disintegrate in your hands, so that there's some kind of artistry to make these things so much longevity to them. But you find 4 individual copies of what appears to be, just by the way that you see the way that the text is written, that looks to be like a script. Showing that to Professor Scrint, he indeed tells you, yes, indeed, that is, it says that the Nether Trolls, a play in 1 act. And you see 4 copies of them. Verlaine. It's too bad there's not a that's not a ritual. That would be a very good ritual cast spell.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Anywho.
Well, how long is the page? Is it several pages?
It is. We're going to say that as you open it up, what first looks to be kind of garbled and jumbled, the Netherese scratch that is the draconic alphabet that it uses, is completely undecipherable. But as you're holding it long enough and you start to look through it, it almost as if those scripts start to move and realign themselves, and when they stop with their shifting of the gaze, the language now appears to be in common, as if this were some kind of magical.
I'm reading scripts.
So.
While she's reading scripts, I'm still trying to figure out this armoire.
Oh my god. Oh.
Zoom in.
Okay.
You do notice that each of the that there are certain part of the script has been highlighted. It appears that there are 4 roles to be played: that of the narrator, that of Endus, of Simon, and Benor.
I would like to be the narrator. How about that?
Well, you're the only one who can read it, right, lady? So you can be all 4.
No, I can't. I need 3 more people. I think Kaz should be Simone or Simon because he has 3 lines. And I think Andis should be Villain.
No, Villain is going to refrain. Don't dump it on an NPC.
Okay, but Tam Tam can't read at all.
None of us can read it but you.
No, it's in common now.
No, when you look at they're magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still can't read.
Yeah. Okay. Well, perhaps Tam Tam can be Simon, and I can just whisper the lines to you. Because Simon doesn't have a whole lot of lines. Which means that Kaz, one of you, and Filbert, one of you has to be Andis, and one of you has to be Baynor. Baynor seems well.
So Tam Tam's gonna be the troll.
They're all trolls.
Oh, they're all trolls?
Yes.
Oh.
Who wants to marry who? Andis and Baynor are getting married.
So shouldn't that be you, Bright Lady and Big Man?
Nah.
Oh, it's that kind of relationship. Okay.
Well, I don't think any of you wants to be the narrator because they have the most lines. So, Filbert, you can be Baynor, and Kaz, you'll be Andis.
Whatever you say, Bright Lady.
You're gonna be Simone. Tam Tam.
You get to beat people
You
up.
sure?
Huh?
I guess if I really need to be.
Well, there's nobody else here, and Elaine's already said she's not going to. So, you know, we don't want the world to end. I guess we gotta play our roles.
Whatever you say, Bright Lady, I'll follow your lead.
Okay,
but I would.
Okay.
Let's resolve a couple of things. Tam Tam, as you were going through, you found some formal wear. You found a kind of a white, very, very beautiful robe that had a kind of almost like a veil, like a hood type of thing to it. There's all kinds of what appear to be varying types of costumes and finery. Other than the 4 things, you also found what appears to be some kind of scroll. That looks like it's not written in Netherese, but you have seen, as a spellcaster, enough spell scrolls to recognize an arcane spell scroll. And you found a what looks to be a deck of some kind of cards. They are overly large. very beautiful. They look like they are hand painted with gorgeous work, but they are tied. They're tied up in a velvet ribbon, purple velvet ribbon. So.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
these
will
are
hand both,
pretty.
I'll hand both of those to Elaine. Does she still have glowy eyes going on?
So who found those?
They were on the table with amongst the papers and where the scripts were found, next to the skeleton that has become Filbert's throne.
Fun times.
Indeed.
Can I take the some of the costumes and put it in the armoire that Kaz says he can see? Kaz, is it here? As I'm throwing them around the room.
It's right by like I'm like looking at the mirror and then looking back and like, and if it's like it's right at the door, like
Here.
I don't know. It's
Wait, God, we need to wear those.
almost a little to the left.
Yeah, but maybe there's more clothes in there.
Take a step forward.
I'm gonna take the white robe and bring that to Filbert because you're the bride. From
Always
what
a
I'm reading,
bridesmaid, never a bride.
you're a bride this time, my man.
My mom's gonna be so happy.
Hang on, let me see if this deck is. I should have. Well, we'll see if it works. God only knows.
Ow.
Decks. Okay.
Ooh, a deck of cards I can pull.
Yeah, well, don't. Because you don't have them yet.
Yeah.
They're in Thea's hands right now. Okay.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yes. So Thea, Verlaine looks over at them, and she says to you, "Certainly, I am very glad that we were prompt in making our way here while this spell is still up, because those are indeed both magical in nature. One that does appear to be a spell scroll, and if I may look, let me see if I can discern what it is."
Of course.
Well, it appears, based on the notations here at the on the side of the scroll, that this is a spell scroll of illusionary dragon.
Be handy. Well, I definitely think you should keep that, and maybe it'll scare somebody if they try to attack us.
And looking at that, at the cards, well, it would make sense then that, actually, I would say that she'd get advantage. Yeah, cool. Being that we are in the Tower of Illusion, I guess it's no surprise that this appears to be a deck of illusions, which could become very helpful if we're to perform. So I guess my role will become that of prop master.
Alrighty then. At least it's not one of those other decks. I've heard of those. All the trouble they cause.
Yes, I've heard that they are very difficult to produce and often come out subpar quality. Take that, Wizards, if you're watching.
Well, alright, so Filbert's got his lovely bridal outfit on. What to put on for the groom?
Need my garter still.
What?
I'm gonna walk over by the door and I'm like feeling around and trying to find the armoire. And like turning around, looking at the mirror and like feeling around and
I've probably thrown a bunch of clothes down the stairs at this point.
I'm gonna try to find the most ostentatious hat that I could possibly find, and some kind of like, I don't know, tabard or something that I could just throw over what I'm already wearing.
You might want to look down the stairs. I threw like all of it.
I'm just kind of feeling around by the door, trying to be like, where's this stupid armoire? I see it. Where is it? Where is it?
Or maybe it's just a fake to make you believe there's one.
Okay, sorry.
Or maybe that's just what they want you to think. And there's really an armoire.
Oh no, I've thrown most of the clothes down the where you told me that it was, and it went down the stairs instead.
Okay, so who's doing what?
I'm trying to find this armoire. Feeling around and
I'm trying to
back
find
of the room
appropriate.
or whatnot.
well, I went over to where the door is
Mm-hmm.
because that's where it shows it is. I'm like looking back at the mirror
Yeah.
and like feeling around and like
So as you're touching the door, in the mirror, your reflection, it appears as if you are putting your hands, instead of on a door, on an armoire.
Oh, snap.
Well, maybe if you open it in backwards, like you're still staring at the mirror, and then like use your reflection to find where the door is, and then like open it with your hands behind you.
that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay. Oh, this isn't gonna work. So as you're manipulating and maneuvering the door, your reflection kind of shows your hands passing into this armoire, but it doesn't change.
Well, you know, maybe we should just do the play, and then it'll help reveal the secrets.
No. I'm confused.
Well, maybe you need like a key, like open sesame or something.
Open sesame. I don't think that works.
I don't know. Let's go do a play.
Open sesame, you. No.
I am looking around for the proper costumes that I think would work for the roles. I've already got the bride taken care of.
Okay. There are enough of a variety there that any kind of generalized idea that you're trying to put together, you're able to find components that we'll say are close enough to give a good approximation of.
I want the biggest hat that there is.
There appears to be kind of like a there's two hats. There's one with a very short crown but a very wide brim, and then there is a kind of conical pointed hat, almost like think a classic dunce cap, but instead of coming to a straight point about 3/4 of the way, it then arches. It arches at a 45-degree angle, but it's very
that
tall.
One.
Very tall.
Want that one? Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to give the other hat to the groom, which is Cass.
I'm the groom.
Yeah, you're marrying Filbert.
He
Oh,
wishes.
how sweet. Who am I again?
And you're the jealous ex-lover.
You said I was Andis.
Yeah. Andis is the groom. Baynor is the bride, and Simone is the ex-lover of Baynor, who's trying to break up the wedding.
Okay.
I'm Baynor.
No, you're Simone.
I'm Simone. Simone.
Yeah. I don't know.
Seaman. You're seaman.
I object to this.
I think my pronunciation's more in line with the Itherin. What do you say, Professor Skint? How do I pronounce this word?
Simon.
Seaman. Got it.
I get to kill Andis at the end of this, right?
There were many words in Netherese that could be pronounced one of two ways. The tomato debate, I believe, also continued in their language as well.
All right. I hand everybody their lines, and I'm sure it does, and they can read it now. And, all right, yeah. So, what it is, right, Andis, you're going to marry Baynor, but, like, you only want to marry Baynor so that you can be, like, king, okay? But you have to get Andis to love you and get their kiss by sundown, otherwise Baynor will die. Right? So you do care about them, right? But is it love? Who knows? But Baynor had a love before you, and that was Simon, right? And so Simon's pissed, but you know that both of you are sacrificing yourselves for the other, save Baynor. So everybody loves you, Filbert.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
we got it.
No.
Just feed me my lines and we'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Simon, I try to find something for you, and yeah, we all look like we've played dress up in mommy's closet, and we're ready to go. Villain,
Yes.
is there anything in that illusionary deck that would make somebody turn into looking like a troll?
I don't believe that that's the way it works. You pull a card and you throw it down, and whatever is on the card springs into being. An illusion is created on that spot.
Well, is there any troll cards in the deck?
One wouldn't know, because if you were to do that, to look through them like that, all of them would sprout out. The only way to see them is to actually pull them. If you were to untie the ribbon from them, and they were all the illusions would spring forth all at once.
Well, that is a poor design.
That might be fun to see.
That's a poor design.
I think we should try it.
Okay. So, Simon, Simon, you have to stay like super hidden in your costume, like nobody can see your face or your tail, right? And then when you're supposed to change into a troll, you're just gonna take your costume off. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Break a leg.
I don't want to.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a saying. Have you no culture?
You go down the stairs first, Bright Lady. I don't trust you.
How do you know
Well,
theater?
I
You're
had
from
to,
a
I'm the
small
narrator.
fishing town.
We had plays. I'll have you know we put on plays at the temple many times a year.
Oh.
Plays about Lysander and all the great stuff he did.
Same.
Are you?
Especially the birth of Lysander.
So when this
That
is all
happened?
over, are you gonna do a play about punching fish or something?
Probably.
All right, so the narrator is who?
Me.
And Endus?
And this is Cass.
Simone is...
Cam.
And Benor then would be...
Silver.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go out there. You guys need to get in the backstage, right? Just wait till I signal you. Okay? I'm gonna do my big speech, and you can bring your your scripts out with you. Okay? Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Talking to them.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I go out to the stage, and well, before I do, I pull the curtains closed, like he asked me to. And then I take position, and then, oh yeah, one of you guys, when I'm ready, is gonna have to pull the curtains open.
Thea. Just director, Director Thea,
Yeah.
if I should pull a card, at what point would you like me to try to pull a card? To maybe pull a troll? Or maybe something else? I don't know.
I would say the grand finale exit thing.
Well, I do have this scroll that we found that would create an illusionary dragon.
Oh yes, during the part the second part that I talk, where I say Megan enter the room from all sides. The scene looks hopeless when our heroes suddenly Simone lets out a mighty call. Within moments, a huge dragon crashes into the chapel. So that would be
very good. And then, if at any point should I try to spruce it up, or should we?
Well, there's 2 points where people are trolls. But again, we don't know what you're gonna pull, so.
Well, that is true.
I would.
This is a ripoff from Shrek, right?
Yep. Absolutely. It's essentially Shrek. I mean, if you were going to possibly make a card pull, it would be during Baenor's line of, "No, Andis, I cannot marry you. Simone, there's something I've been keeping from you." Baenor turns to look at the final rays of sunlight and begins to turn into a monstrous green troll.
Okay.
I mean, but who knows what'll happen, so.
It's a mystery.
All right. Yes. Elaine, you can pull the curtains when I do this. Okay?
Of course, Director.
Okay. So, curtains are closed. And walk out to the middle of the stage.
Curtains pull back. As they pull back, and you look out, you see suddenly that similar flickering that you saw when the high mage spoke to you, the apparition of, and suddenly all of the seats are filled, wearing very brightly colored, very outrageously lavish clothing, and the magical lighting in the room begins to very much dim. Suddenly a spotlight illuminates you, Thea, standing in the middle of the stage. The dozens of strangely dressed illusionary humans all begin to look at you, and you notice for the first time, as the lights dim, all of their eyes are glowing purple. You see that Ajamar strolls out onto the side of the stage, seemingly appearing out of nowhere, and addresses the audience in what you now know as Netherese. The audience begins to settle, quiet descends, and he leans over and he gestures towards you, Thea.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will be reading a scene from the Nether Trolls by High Illusionist Ajamar. I'll wait for the applause. We join our characters at sundown in the chapel. Andis and Baenor are about to be married. By marrying Baenor, Andis gleefully gains rulership over both Inran and Sunrest. Baynor desires Andis' hand because without true love's kiss by sundown, Baynor will suffer a ghastly fate. What Baynor doesn't know is that their actual true love, Simone, is racing to arrive in time to proclaim their love for Baynor and to stop them from marrying the wrong person.
All right. Hold on just a second. Because you have donned an appropriate costume, you may roll at advantage.
Okay.
But I need either your choice of a performance or persuasion check.
I'm pretty sure it's the same, but let's see. Performance, persuasion. Yep.
Never make charisma your dumb stat. So, you see that kind of a gasp, and the audience just lean. You can almost lean. Many of them begin to lean forward with rapt attention, and you hear a smattering of applause as you step back with your brilliantly performed opening.
All right. Pull the curtain. And then Andis and Baynor, get out there. Middle stage.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, okay.
Get your script. Get your script.
No.
You're Andis.
Hey, mate, can I roll now just to see how I'm gonna read this?
You don't need to yet.
Okay. Well, it was gonna dictate how I was gonna read.
Yeah, there's not going to be one on this.
Oh, okay.
And actually, how I tell you to do it is based on how you perform it.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to roll one,
All right, go.
roll your own on your own, and you can use that as your guide if you want.
Okay.
Did we lose Filbert's voice again?
Oh no, did you?
Nope.
Okay. All right, well, get out there.
He's just being
Center
professional.
stage,
He's not going to
dude.
speak until his cue.
Yeah, I'm a professional.
All right, you're Baynor. He's Andis. Simone, you need to be waiting here, and then I will send you out, okay? And then, Nick, is there like a black cape anywhere?
Yeah, you anything that you were looking for, you were able to find.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna take my hat off, and I'm gonna drape myself in a black cape, and I'm just gonna like crawl down really low, right? And just like fucking prop master hide myself, and so I can whisper lines to Tam Tam.
That's great, because my roll 20 just crashed.
Oh, wonderful. Well, hey, your character couldn't read the lines anyway. It's perfect. All right, let's go, guys.
Did you open the
Curtains back. Yeah, Elaine.
Yep. So there you go. It's open.
Go.
People of Yitherin, we gather here today to bear witness to the union of Benor and myself, of course. By the power vested in me by all of the arcane octad, I now pronounce us.
I object thee. Raynor, you can't marry Andis. They don't love you.
Simone, what are you doing here?
Hang on,
You're about to ruin everything.
Sorry. Right at
When you
that.
turned your back on me, I moved on.
I need Tam Tam roll for me a performance check.
I can't get back onto roll 20.
You can't?
Hold up.
You want me to roll it for you?
I'll just roll a dice, but I don't know my modifier is.
I can look it up.
16.
Oh. Performance is 0. So as you say, just as you yell out, "I object," and you pause, the audience bursts into laughter. And then it subsides, and then you in that pause, and then you picked it right up. Filbert, after yours. Yeah. Okay, so Tam Tam, it's back to you now. Filbert's last line is, "When you turned your back on me, I moved on."
Raynor, I had no choice.
Nor I had no choice. I have no idea what you just said, sorry, lady.
I didn't want you to see the truth about me.
I didn't want you to see the truth about me.
That truth is.
What?
That truth is.
The truth is.
I'm a horrible. Grotesque. Droll.
Oh.
All right, now drop your disguise and show,
And I fling back my whatever thingy, and my tail comes out.
Okay. Oh my god. Is that the actual right card? Hang on. Where'd it go? Please tell me that it is. Apparently I had too many. No?
Was it 9 of clubs?
A 9 of clubs is an ogre. So, swear to God. So, although it's not quite, Verlaine throws the card down, and now kind of forming above you and over you is this large ogre illusion. She chants, and Verlaine is able to kind of direct it because she's the thrower of it, and it kind of just moves into place and stands behind you. So you don't even need to roll because the audience gasps with force, and the shock you can hear from the audience as they perceive Thea. Roll for me perception.
Yeah, 9 of spades would have actually been trolled. That would have been.
It's very close. We're gonna,
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
Close enough.
Holy shit. So, you looking at the audience, to see the reaction, see how this is going. You see kind of shock and several gasps, and some people almost clapping a little bit too long to it. You do see a couple of them kind of pointing, looking up at this ogre and going, wait, and then looking at wait, is that I thought it was, is that a troll? I thought it was.
Say, I mean ogre.
That's how it's originally in the other story.
I believe it's Kaz's. Kaz, it's your line,
Yeah.
Kaz.
Oh. Guard! Seize the troll!
Ogre.
Ogre. The ogre's roll. I want their brain put in a jar in my study. And my love. Shall we get back to the happiest day of our lives?
Baynor.
Yeah. No, Andis, I can marry you. Simone, there's something I've been keeping from you too. Baynor turns to look at the final rays of sunlight and begins to turn into a monstrous green troll. Close bracket.
Blaine now. Blaine.
I'm doing it. I don't know how this thing's not working. How do I reset it?
No, if I mouse over it, I can click draw.
Why don't you just click it then?
You want me to click it?
Yeah, if you can. I'm trying to. I'm not getting dry. Just say deal.
Try again.
Didn't do anything. Oh.
Click to draw, drag to deal.
I got it. Right. So what is that one?
7 of diamonds.
Where the hell did my thing go?
Dude, 8 of diamonds. I don't see a 7 of diamonds.
Yeah, it's because there's too many cards. All right, so we'll just say it's an 8 of diamonds, and a knoll appears.
Troll, no, same
And she
thing.
goes, and you hear Lane go, ooh.
It rhymes.
So, Baynor, or in this case, Filbert rather, go ahead and roll for me a performance check. You can do it at advantage because you're in costume. And your DC is lowered because, but it's not an honor.
Yeah, Filbert.
Yeah, Filbert, sorry.
You're Baynor.
You said or persuasion?
This one is a performance check. Just the opening monologue could be a persuasion.
Okay. Okay.
Damn. All right. More gasps from the crowd. Oh. Bea, since you've been watching for the reaction and you rolled a crit success, you swear you saw one female in the front row. Appears to almost she may have actually passed out from the shock of seeing.
All right, Andis. It's your turn.
Bye, minstrel. You're both disgusting. Guards, kill them both.
Megan into the room from all sides. I just pop up out of like the shadowy blanket thing, right? And I have my hat off to the side, just pop it back on. The scene looks hopeless for our heroes when suddenly Simone lets out a mighty call. Within moments, a huge dragon, I look right over at Blaine, crashes into the chapel and eats Andus whole.
Oh, that's exactly what she needed to roll for the scroll to work. So, as you say that, she begins to, she's chanting as you're talking, and as you finish, she finishes off the spell, and she concentrates, and from behind where you guys are, a giant red dragon appears. It's much smaller than a real dragon would be, taking into consideration the size of the stage and whatnot. However, Blaine kind of gives it a little bit extra little oomph, being a wizard of some renown and used to using illusions. And the dragon swoops out into the audience and laps around, roaring, this tremendous roar that reverberates off the inside of this small little theater, leaning back its head and shooting up a gout of flame that just spills off the ceiling and brightly illuminates the entire audience for a brief moment before swooping back to the stage and landing behind all the characters on there, looming over all of you. No check is needed because some of the illusionary audience just had a heart attack. Two of them appear to have slumped over into the aisle and are illusionary dead.
All right, go, Andus. Gotta crawl off the stage with the dragon.
I dive off the stage.
With their leader defeated, the Megans stand down. All eyes return to Baynor and Simon. Simon, you say, Baynor, I love you.
Baynor, I love thee.
Baynor. Baynor. Assuming we lost David's voice again. This is almost like a real play performance.
Simone, I love you too.
Simone and Baynor approach each other and share a romantic kiss.
What?
As their lips touch, the room begins to glow, and both of them lift up into the air a wave of light. Light. I cast light. Spreads over the room. When it clears, Simone and Baynor are both human again. I'm waiting for the cheers. As soon as they start cheering, I will have Elaine close the curtain.
They got a kiss.
Huh?
I was not told this would happen.
You have to do it! You both the same height. You got this.
I don't have lips. Look, I can't do it.
It's fine. It's okay. It's theater.
You see the audience all leaning forward in eager anticipation, waiting for you to kiss. Do you guys do it or no?
I'd give her a party hand.
where you lean the hand in front and it looks like you're kissing? Like this?
Nope, just a handshake.
No!
All right. In that case,
Oh, you guys, we got to!
roll for me. Each of you roll a performance check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You didn't kiss her.
Could have read the script.
That was the shake anyone could have had asked for.
So there's a mixed reaction within the crowd. Some of them, you hear kind of a nervous laughter, as if it was a comedic bit. The other half are kind of visibly agitated. But at the end, they kind of shrug and kind of give a lukewarm applause, while the ones who laughed and thought it was a funny twist at the end give a great bit of applause. The illusionary form of Andrus appears back on the stage, and he claps. He goes, "Oh, it was so lovely. It was wonderful to see my work actually performed on stage and well received for the most part. A very interesting creative choice at the end, but that is the artist's preview to interpret. My meager words on the script, I would not have ever thought of that myself, but maybe we'll workshop that again if we ever get a chance to do this again. It was certainly interesting, to say the least. Thank you so very much."
Well, you told us you would tell us the secrets. We have performed your play. I would like to say I think I did a fantastic job as the narrator. Just gonna say.
Oh, it was as if my vision had taken life.
I was just channeling your words, Maestro.
How may I be of assistance to you now?
Well, I have 2 questions. One, do you have one of the answers to the riddles of this tower that is for the Great Seal?
The octet.
The octet.
Right.
Octade, whatever. That thing.
I know.
And 2,
I know a line of the rite of the arcane octade.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Well, 6th, hide thyself behind a mask.
That's it.
6th, hide thyself behind a mask.
Okay.
That one's easy. Thank you.
And
How may I be of assistance?
how do we get into your mirror dresser?
The arm wall thing. I saw it in the mirror, but I couldn't get to it.
My mirror is a doorway whose surface isn't real. So if there's no one pushing back, then resistance you won't feel.
Huh?
Seemed solid when I tried to push into it.
Maybe you just have to walk into it.
Maybe. All right. Well. Thanks.
My mirror is a doorway whose surface isn't real. So if there is no one pushing back, then resistance you won't feel.
You gotta get rid of your mirror twin. right?
Well, you asked wisely, and you have completed my programming. I wish you well and success. And with that, he kind of fades away.
I'm gonna go try to walk through that mirror.
Maybe we need all the lights off. I think Tam Tam's onto something.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you have to walk into the mirror without a reflection.
I'm gonna walk upstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to walk through the mirror without turning any lights off.
Okay. As you walk through, you go to step through as if it was just a glass. You smack your face into the mirror.
Ow! Damn it!
Since you weren't running, all you wound up doing is kind of making your eyes water a bit from cracking your nose on the mirror, but you don't take any physical damage.
Ooh, why don't we try a sheet?
Oh.
Be like, I'm a ghost. Ooh.
Put on a piece sheet.
Maybe
Try again.
Put a sheet on the mirror.
So
I put on a sheet and try again.
Yeah. This time, you don't quite, know exactly where the mirror's face is, so you don't quite as much temper yourself. And you walk in and you hit the mirror a little bit harder this time.
Ow! That didn't work.
There's a 15% probability that you actually hurt yourself. But you did not.
Walk backwards. I don't know.
I turn around and try to walk backwards.
Put a sheet on the mirror. And walk through the sheet.
Your butt has far more padding, so this time you feel your butt hit the mirror.
All right,
but you
I
don't
will
penetrate
put the sheet on the mirror.
Okay. So right now the sheet is over the top of the mirror, blocking out the light.
Then I'll try to walk through it.
Are you gonna go underneath the sheet, or are you gonna try to walk through?
Like through the sheet.
Like through the sheet.
Okay. As you go to do that, you push through, and you kind of trip a little bit, and you stumble, and you fall through, and you find yourself in a different room.
Oh, look. Cass disappeared.
The rest of you, as the sheet kind of goes in through there with him, you see Kaz has kind of tripped and fallen. He's kind of tangled up a little bit in the sheet, in the mirror. You look it's weird because you look where where that would be in the room that you're standing in, but you don't see him there. Kaz, you appear to be in a very similar room. Behind you, in the shape of where the mirror is, you don't see your reflection there. To you, it just looks like an archway. You can clearly see the other people in the room looking at you.
Yeah.
You do notice that everything in this room is like oddly opposite what you saw in the other room. But there is indeed except there's no corpse, there's no skeleton on the chair.
Okay. Is there any papers on the thing, or like it was in the other room, or?
No, there isn't. No.
So it's basically just the armoire, the chair, and.
Yep, everything is just all of the physical characteristics are the same, but there is, instead of where the door is on the far side of that opposite side, there is now an armoire.
Okay, I'm gonna look in the armoire.
You see in there, as you open it up, there is a single shelf that contains a quite large, good, bigger, like almost a cantaloupe size leather pouch, strung, tied shut. When you open up and look inside of it, you see there is jade dust on the inside, filling the thing up. So it is this, finely ground jade. And then on 3 different hooks, you see 3 different cloaks. Each of them is slightly different. Each a little bit. They're very fanciful and have different designs worked into them. But they all look pristine, as if they were just made. Where did my cursor go?
I will snag those.
Sorry, man. Hang on a second. Literally my cursor just disappeared from my computer. There we go. Okay. That was really weird. Let me see if I can find pictures of them. But yeah, continue, and I'll look to see if I can.
Well, I will grab everything up out of the armoire and come try to walk through the doorway.
Yeah, you're able to go through without any problem. You step through, and you step back, and you appear to be right back in the other room.
Awesome. Look what I found.
Start clapping.
Yay!
Yeah.
Does anybody know of use of ground jade?
Well, it certainly can be used in a variety of different spells and as a component.
Well, this is a whole pouch of it.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
Oh, okay.
Filbert, you being you, you know that it's valuable in its own right, and you would judge that that's about 100 gold.
Yeah, you have to do it.
About 100 gold equivalent of jade dust.
And I found these 3 cloaks. They're like brand new. Like they've never been touched.
Can I have one?
I don't know. I have a feeling that might be magical. You might want to see what they do first.
All right.
Yes, actually, well.
Oh, I'll hold on to those.
I wish I would have to recast my detect magic spell. We might want to wait to do that.
All right.
For a little bit.
All right, I'll cram those in my bag of holding. Well, we'll figure out what they do later then.
I put it on.
Well, I mean, it's not going to do anything.
I know.
Well, you don't know.
I donned my robe and wizard hat, and I'm keeping the hat.
What color are the cloaks? Are they different colors or the same color?
I'm working on it.
And if you guys don't know that joke, I feel sad for you.
Then you feel sad.
I pulled the ancient internet out for that one.
I didn't even hear what you said. I'm sorry.
I said I donned my robe and wizard hat.
Oh. Feel bad that I don't
No?
know. I don't know that one.
I will send it in the chat. You poor innocent soul. Blood Ninja. It's like IRC old.
All right.
Getting sent.
You're making it up.
I'm not.
A few more seconds and I'll have these up ready to show you. I screwed up.
This is fake.
Yeah, it is. But it's ancient. It's from IRC days. It is so old. Like, I thought everyone in the world had heard this.
No.
It's like pre-Reddit crap.
All right. So those are the 3 cloaks that you found.
Okay, I'm definitely putting on the one that looks like fucking Thea, which would be Mysterious Cloak number 2.
Can I have Mysterious Cloak number 3?
I'm gonna put on Mysterious Cloak number 1. I don't care, you, Filbert, if you want to try these. I don't care. This one, I don't care.
I mean, it'd be nice if you had something magical. Although it does look very much like a Filbert cloak. Maybe you and
number 3. I said I put on number 1, and I was holding out number 3 for either.
I took number 3.
Oh, okay.
I think you should Rochambeau Tam Tam for the cloak that doesn't look like a rogue cloak.
I mean, I wanted number 2, but you grabbed it.
Yeah, because that looks like Thea.
No, not at all. No. That's too majestic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't have anything magical.
He has his personality.
Says the man who has the boots and the glasses.
The bow.
Says the guy that appreciates the wonderful whimsicalness of Kaz.
The only magical items Kaz has ever gotten is 2 cursed swords in a row.
No, the exact same cursed axe twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's what happens when you're reincarnated for like the 8th time.
Almost there, guys. So you put yours on, Thea, if that is what you're taking. And its magical nature becomes apparent to you immediately.
Ow! You're on the floor.
Well, he's talking to you.
Did anybody take cloak number 3 or no? Or 1? I'm sorry, I forgot which one it was that I put.
Tam Tam was going to put on this one.
Yeah, Tam Tam was putting on number 3. I was putting on number 1.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry, Mick.
It's okay. I just shared with you the the correct, what it is and what it does.
I'm sorry.
And actually,
while wearing this cloak, I can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically.
So what?
I can use a bonus action to make it billow dramatically. That's what it does.
Make it. Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It does match your personality.
Exactly. That looked like a freaking Thea cloak. That's what I was saying. Oh, man.
and then you, Tam Tam, also immediately get a sense of putting it on. Kaz, yours doesn't become apparent to you immediately, but you feel that there is potential there, and as you're wearing it longer and longer, that it will come. You'll attune to how to use it.
Okay.
So you two can add those to your. Actually, I'll add them to you for you guys.
Yeah, I tried to, and it didn't work.
No, I know. You did it in the wrong place. That's a handout. I'll do it for you.
I'm gonna make like my cloak look like Thea's cloak.
That's actually fucking brilliant.
Except it's gonna be white, not purple.
White, huh?
Well, that's kind of her
Yeah.
thing.
It is my thing.
So if you want to be black, like, the darkness.
No, I don't worship the black.
All right, it's on your character sheet, Thea.
That is like legit just the absolute perfect fucking cloak for Thea.
What is the rule, guys? Off the top of your head, remind me, because I'm brain farting right now. The attunement rule.
It's a short rest.
Max of 3.
Max of you can only wear 3. Just how you attune to it.
Oh yeah, short rest.
An hour of thinking about it, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we might modify that since you're in a magical city and maybe just an hour of wearing it normally.
Okay.
Where is it? I don't know.
Well, now, foot.
What?
Oop,
All right. Oh, you already did it.
What?
Rebecca's better at roll 20.
I don't even see where the cloak is.
It's in your
So,
inventory item under your items.
On your
The last
character
thing in your
sheet.
items.
Oh.
Rebecca had already beat me to it though.
Yes, like magic.
I don't know what mine is to put it in there.
No, I'll let you know
Okay.
when you're aware of it.
Come on, John. You can't look at that cloak and figure out what that is.
Right.
I know what it is, but
Okay.
Yeah, so just put it in there, John, and I'll let you know when an hour of game time's up. Because that one, I don't think there's no indicate. You don't have to like. I'm pretty sure it's just an always on thing.
That's what the description says of it. When I look it up on 5e tool.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Displacement.
It's just
It
while
should
you're
be
wearing it.
attunement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
once it's attuned, it's always on. So what we're gonna say is that as you wear it for an hour, all of a sudden it'll kick in.
Sweet.
And I'll keep track of that. Everyone gets 500 experience points tonight for
Hooray!
actually being sports and participating in our little drama, as opposed to phoning it in. I will tell you this: it's very good that you guys did not fail and piss off the audience.
So I chose correctly for my cast then.
Well, it was more the roles, and you know, the not the role as in ROLE, roles as in ROLL.
Yeah.
But you know, get the bonuses. And I swear to God, Verlaine needed an 18 to get that spell scroll to work. As it's written, I have it as an 8th level spell to create an illusionary dragon like that, which the high illusionist would have had no problem doing, but Verlaine had to. So that's 10 plus the spell level. So she needed an 8. The DC on that was 18. So
yeah.
and that gave you automatic success on that one. But your narration one was the DC on that was 20, and you crit it.
Nice.
So
yeah.
Say what you will about difficulties rolling on roll 20 tonight, you guys. Oh, excuse me.
I mean, although I'm sure all of us have our experience in theater, so you know.
I have no
Yes, obviously.
I have 0 experience in theater.
You know, for Barf, I had to, not for Barf because I was Bar, but for Pirate Fair, I actually had to do a tryout.
Audition.
Yeah. Which I had to do like a improv and other random crap, and I was just like, yeah, I mean.
Was that Caroline? Was Caroline doing the casting for that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was entertainment director, right, for that?
Yeah.
This is whatchamacallit, John Levesque.
Her husband. Huh?
That was for John Levesque, right? Or was that
No.
the Pirate Festival one over there? Yeah. I only got to go to that one year.
Pirate Fair.
Yeah.
Which was in Coachman Park.
Yeah, I went once.
Yeah, it was only 2 years, and it wasn't as well planned, but I made a lot of really great connections there, and that's why I ended up with a job. at Barf, because I did 2 years of Pirate Fair, and then I was friends with Melissa, and she was like, "Hey, come to Barf. I've got a bar, and you could work there." And I'm like, "Okay," because we were on the same troupe. We were in the Jennies, which were the prostitutes.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, anybody who's been in the Ren Fair circuit has at least some kind of theater experience. I mean, Ren Fair is theater. If you're in it for the love, then you've had some kind of theater. Not just for the money, I mean, and that's why I was such a popular bartender outside of my tits, is that I really got into, the character of being a fucking pirate bartender.
A Jenny. Well.
Exactly. And, I miss those days before it got fucked up, Those were great days of fair.
Well,
now it's in BFE. There's no way I'm gonna go to that fair. I mean, I guess technically it's still Bay Area Renaissance Fair, but it's in Polk County. Like, John says that's still technically Tampa Bay, but I just don't.
It is.
I mean,
it was that the new place is 10 minutes from where I used to live.
That's far.
It's really far. It's far from you. You are the furthest away from it now. Anybody who lives over in Tampa or in, I mean, depends. There are places that it's like Newport Richey. It's closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean it's no further away than like Spring Hill or Brooksville.
Yeah.
Those are both